There's a creature that waits for you every single day. Through the cold drizzle, under grey skies, or on sun-dappled afternoons, this creature's eyes are fixed on the point where it knows, or simply believes, you'll arrive. There are no demands, no conditions, no bargains struck with fate. There is only patience, steady, unwavering, the patience of your dog. The world outside may shift from season to season. Storms may come and go, but the constant remains. The expectancy, the readiness, the hope in the heart of your four-legged friend. This is the first lesson in loyalty, a silent story retold each time your dog waits, expecting nothing and asking for nothing in return, except perhaps to be near you. People often say dogs are loyal because they need us, that their survival depends on the hand that feeds them. But the truth, observed keenly in the gentle shadow at your side, is very different. A dog does not cling to you out of necessity alone. Left to itself, it can roam, forage, and adapt. Dogs are resilient, honed by nature and time, yet even faced with freedom, the dog chooses to walk beside you, untethered but ever close. This is not dependence. This is devotion, a voluntary act, a choice freely made. The great Stoic minds, centuries ago, saw loyalty as the mark of a strong, independent spirit. True loyalty, they taught, is not born of neediness or weakness, but of a powerful internal resolve. When your dog paces quietly at your heel, off-leash, ignoring distractions the world throws in its path, you're witnessing an ancient lesson in steadfastness. Loyalty, not because it must, but because it chooses to. Perhaps most remarkable about dogs is their willingness to accept us. Every flaw, every bad day, every lapse in kindness, without expectation of perfection. When you raise your voice in frustration, the dog lowers its head perhaps, but it does not retreat into bitterness. It understands reprimands not as slights to its spirit, but as fleeting storms passing overhead. Dogs do not harbor resentment. The moment passes, and with it any shadow of anger. They greet the next moment with an open heart, eager for reconciliation, present in body and in soul. The ancient philosopher Epictetus once observed that it is not events themselves that trouble us, but our judgments about them. Dogs, living wholly in the now, grasp this innately. They do not complicate their emotional world with grudges or grievances. They simply let go. Forgiveness, acceptance, the return to calm. These are gifts freely given by a loyal friend who asks for little and gives everything. But loyalty is not only tested in times of joy and sunshine. It is most deeply forged in shadow and sorrow. Imagine a day when joy seems far away, a hard day, a difficult moment, when the world feels unsympathetic and words fail. There, on the floor beside you, lies your dog. No judgment in its gaze, no questions on its lips, just presence, silent and soothing. Your triumphs are not what draw the dog nearer, nor are your failures what push it away. Whether you are celebrated by the world or burdened by unseen struggles, your dog remains steadfast, offering the only thing it has, the only thing you truly need, unconditional companionship. Humanity spends so much energy pursuing worthiness, a title, praise, a fleeting affirmation. Yet the essence of loyalty is not found in validation from others. It is measured in this silent companionship, a gaze that rests on you as you are and deems you worthy of love without conditions or calculations. Sometimes, the greatest comfort is simply to be with someone who requires nothing more than your company. There are stories, too, on the margins of our cities and souls, of dogs who have been left behind. Sometimes, by circumstance or misfortune, a dog is abandoned, and yet one will see it return, lingering in a place that once felt safe, a parking lot, a station, a familiar doorway. They wait, sometimes for days, sometimes for years, hearts stilled by stubborn hope. Not every farewell is a choice, and yet their loyalty endures, pure and unfaltering, even when answered by indifference. The Stoics speak of amor fati, to embrace one's fate, to accept pain and uncertainty as part of life's tapestry. The love that remains, unshaken by hardship, is perhaps the most courageous form of loyalty. It is love that persists without hope of reward, that waits quietly, loving even in absence. In the shadow of heartbreak, we rediscover the depth of commitment that transcends experience, the willingness to remain, to believe, to love, regardless of what returns. If you reflect honestly, you'll realize that your life might be crowded with many acquaintances, friends, and fleeting connections. Yet, only a dog will love you more than itself, not because you are perfect, but because that is its way. This is a wordless lesson, one we are given every day, if we choose to notice. The soft sigh at your feet as you work late into the night, the wagging tail that greets you at the door, no matter how late you come home, the gentle nudge for a walk, reminding you to step away from your worries. If humanity could emulate this loyal simplicity, this calm devotion, love without calculations, without conditions or explanations, the world would soften. It would become a place where kindness echoes quietly and forgiveness arrives easily. Let your dog teach you. Learn to be calm, to let go, to return, to forgive. Learn loyalty that is not loud, but deep, not showy, but enduring. If you can absorb even a small portion of your pet's steadfastness and serenity, you will not only be a better friend to yourself, to others, but you may become a better human being. If a dog has ever offered you its love freely, if you've ever felt that silent companionship at your lowest or brightest moment, take a moment to remember. Reflect on how much this simple, wordless loyalty has shaped you. If you are grateful for such love, hold it close, share it freely, and never take it for granted. And if you wish, show your appreciation. In your heart, in your habits, or simply by sharing this message, honor the quiet, noble loyalty that waits for you, even now perhaps, on the other side of the door.